so we're gonna get started on.
I like never use this mic, so hopefully it.
Yeah, it comes out good. We might have to worry about it blocking your face too much.
I don't know. Is it?
Not from that angle.
Not from that angle. Okay.
If you stay like that, you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
If you get in front of it,
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Dope. So we live. Let me.
Probably like turn it this way. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So I just realized my phone is how I usually check the sound. Yo, can you check on your phone?
There you go. So check it on IG.
Facebook. Yeah. Facebook. Let me start sharing that link out. Dude, gotta have some way to share this on. Think about it.
All right. So did you do introductions? Are we like live now?
I did one for IG, but not for Facebook. Want me to throw it out there?
Yeah. Go on.
All right. Welcome to the Galactic Disconnect podcast. I'm Galaxy.
I'm T Disconnected.
And thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday out here on Earth. It might not be beautiful everywhere, but hey, I hope it is for you. How you doing, fam?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was a good.
Yeah.
I mean, we missed last weekend. Yeah, okay. So I can hear it. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sound good.
Last
Okay.
weekend, I was out of town. You were out of town. I saw you went to Ocean City. Did some Ocean City stuff with the little one.
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty dope. I was in New York partying, getting fucked up. Look at that. Two different sides of the spectrum, man.
Hey, man. It's vacation's good though, man. You had fun out there?
Yeah, it was great. I went to this thing called Elro, a music festival.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a giant themed rave. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
What did you end up doing out?
We hit the beach, man. I hit one of the. They got a smaller skate park out there. Their like big one was like $15 to get in, just to skate in like 98 degrees, and I was like, that's disrespectful.
And it's an outdoor skate park.
Yeah,
they're fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's fenced off and it looks nice, and they got a vert ramp and a bunch of cool stuff. Next time I might check it out, but I was like, I'm just gonna go to the free one. Still really dope.
Yes.
But Ocean City's it's what we got.
Yeah, it's definitely like lost its luster,
As you got older, for sure.
Yeah. Like, when was the last time we all went? That was like 2012 when it was like me, you, fucking Brandon and Stephanie and them.
Yeah,
like,
that was. I mean, we were like, "This is the
no,
coolest
that
thing."
had to be like 2013, 20.
It was like right after y'all graduated, or I graduated, because y'all graduated 2011.
Yeah. But Ebony was there.
But she still graduated.
Met Ebony in college. I met Ebony at Bowie State, so
2014 at the most, 13 probably.
Yeah,
13 at the very least.
Maybe 13.
Yeah, but and it was fun. We just went around on the beach, but I don't remember what we did, but no, we were just chilling.
But everything looks old and run down now. Everything's like,
Maryland just kind of looks like that now. So just a little aside, in Texas, because my partner was saying stuff about this, everything looks old and run down. I realized in Texas they have so much cheaper construction labor. Because they're right next to Mexico, right? So all their infrastructure, it's so cheap for them to renovate, for them to build and construct and hire cheap work. Around here, it's expensive, and the work's
yogurt.
Yeah, I mean the same if not worse because they don't have that much competition.
Yeah.
So that's one thing Maryland needs to get its infrastructure for sure.
But that's cool. Ocean City. Did you try out Secrets down there? I know Secrets is pretty good.
Checked out Secrets. I mean, like clubs and nightclubs and bars are cool, but just like throwing it next to a beach really just really sets it off. So that was. I mean, I really liked the place. We weren't there for super long. We were there for. Maybe 2 hours. We saw 2 of the bars. We saw a couple of the live bands. I'm actually really glad live bands are coming back.
Okay.
I didn't appreciate it as much as I wish I did when it was there. But when that stuff was gone, I was like, man, why do we go to shows anymore? What is a concert anymore? So really hype. Those are coming back, and people get to perform again. It's just nice, man. It's nice for sure.
Okay,
So
well, that's dope. So, other than that, have you caught up on any of the new anime and shit that have come out?
yeah, for sure. I caught up. I want to bring up a picture, but let me just send this link out. Reincarnated Vending Machine. Still keeping up with that. I like where it's going and how OP he got, and like not OP, but yeah, you caught up to Vending Machine?
Nah, I actually
Nah,
haven't
okay.
been watching it like that.
Got you. I'm enjoying it. They have he's acquired a new function, which is what he's gonna do. But I'm liking where it's going. It's a fun
Okay.
one. Great Cleric I caught up on. I think it's interesting how like I won't say capitalistic ideas, but just like real shit like people monopolizing an important resource
Mhm.
and they're bringing that into like stories and integrating it. I think pretty well. I like that one. I like where it's going. I like how like I don't know. You know in real life the medical industry is a scam because they have the medicines you know everything that has to do with insurance and all that. And then them taking those same aspects and putting it into we had healing magic.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
I love the clerk one. The clerk one is killing it right now. You never see isekais from like the healer's perspective.
no,
Yeah,
no, not many. No,
yeah,
not
and then
many
he's
at
like a
all.
battle like mate or
Yeah, he's like,
brawler.
I'm gonna start learning how to throw down. I'm not just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
he's like a monk. I like
yeah,
it. I like that they're going that route. I do wish that he was thrown more into the RPG side of it right now. It's really been the first four of trading. Yeah,
he has like one of the most no not most a very easy mode isekai entrance. You just
yeah. Like yo, you didn't get thrown into no.
yo
Didn't
no
get thrown into any crazy fights yet.
yeah you didn't have to have a like demon level threat in front of you
Yeah,
as soon as you spawn in. He's like, oh, I just walk around in the forest and oh, here's a town. This is cool. I
exactly.
just kind of walk in and they just let me in because I'm already privileged and shit. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I like that one, man. But I was watching this new one. It's called Seven Spellblades or something.
We talked about that. Yeah, yeah. How you feeling about that one?
It's pretty cool. It's kind of very Harry Potter-esque. I never was a Harry Potter fan, but that one is doing a really good job at keeping that kind of Harry Potter look. So
Yeah,
far,
sure.
it's about the kids, and I think I told you the other week. They like go to a school, and the school trains them on how to be mages.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have swords too. They're like battle mages with like swords and do close combat action. It was really cool. The most recent episode was really violent. Really
Seven
gory.
Sacred. What
It
is
was like the Seven Spellblades or something.
Spellblades.
Yeah.
I remember it was something like that. Yeah, that's dope, man. Jesus, is that the name? Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Yeah,
Got
Reign
you.
of the Seven Spellblades. Yeah, these names.
Hey, some of them.
I abbreviate.
Some, yeah, for sure.
I should probably not do that, but if you're not-
Eventually,
yeah. But you know what? Fuck it.
it's gonna get confused with stuff. Right now, no, I know what you're talking about. Reign of the Seven Spellblades. Dope, dope, dope.
Yeah, I would say if you could pull up a video, they had this
Yeah.
fight, the most recent
Let's see.
fight
Let's see.
against the like giant phoenix deity thing,
Ooh.
like not a
Let's
like
see.
phoenix, but like a weird Hawkman thing.
Let me pull it up. Action good on it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Let me see.
Let's pull it up. There's one. Do you remember the name of the thing they were fighting?
What's that one?
It says Oliver Horn versus Nano Hibai. This is like a 1v1.
Yeah, that's a one. But see how they have like the battle kind of. They use their swords. They actually use their swords mid combat with their wands, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope. They literally. So it's like if the dudes from Harry Potter are just like, wait, let's also throw hands.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope.
Instead of just have wands. No,
Mhm.
I actually like that concept a lot. I think like one of the most, not most recent, but like Fairy Tale made the battle mage thing. Like I don't know, they weren't even like mages. They were just super powered people. But like I feel like this is legit. This is legit. Why do you think Harry Potter is getting so much hype in anime right now.
That's what I was like. I was like, I don't know what's up with.
I mean, MASH. There's this one. I mean, there's always been like magical school tropes, but they're really going hard on like, okay, we're using wands. We're doing the houses for the schools.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe Japan's just finally getting hip. I'm surprised they haven't already. But,
they found out who J.K. Rowling was, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we like this. Let's throw some spins on this." Yeah, I mean, so I've been catching up to MASH and with everything else, and the Harry Potter tropes are just so strong. And
I saw the fucking Quidditch.
Yeah. they have no shame. They're like, yo, this is Harry Potter, and y'all just gotta deal with it. This is just the magic school trope is gonna become synonymous with Harry Potter at some point, and might be a good or bad thing.
Yeah, so that was one of the fight scenes between two of the main characters.
Got you.
It's pretty dope. The one girl, her magic is like garbage, but she's like a really good samurai.
Oh, that helps her.
So she's like just a badass with a sword.
That's dope. I like the overcoming one, your whatever you don't excel in with just pure effort. That's dope.
Yeah, so that was one that's come out recently. Have you seen the new episode of Zombie 100?
Oh yes. So okay, your thoughts. What did you think?
Man, I'm really glad they introduced another character, and that had a similar kind of mindset as the main character.
I think they've introduced. I think they're at a total of 4 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, like one that had the same kind of mindset as like the main dude.
Oh yeah, he's like best friend.
Yeah,
for like 4 years in college.
Yeah, but also like again, getting back on that I hate my job type shit.
That was I loved that scene. It felt like so real.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I was fake the whole time. I was miserable. It's like, yo, I was faking too.
Yeah.
I was miserable too. This shit sucked, man. And then they're like, oh man, it was a great fucking scene. I wonder if
I'm just really confused on how he got trapped in that building with the BDSM chick type of thing. He was just like,
I saw that again today. I was looking at it. I was like, this is the IRL one. We're just gonna play the IRL one.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, I haven't seen this yet. It looks really dope.
They're doing good with it. One thing I agree with you on is because I watched it again. Is the colors aren't gonna do it justice. They can't IRL because everything, like the way it was animated, they can do all of this.
It's actually interesting though.
It's still good, right? I feel like they're still gonna try their best, but the over the top anime. Oh, it looks like he actually has a struggle with this. If they make it a little bit more realistic about how OP he is off the jump, like I'm gonna like this. It looks like they're taking the anime story and they're making it a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, it's very realistic
because
I do really like the poppiness of the anime. This looks fun. It reminds me of like Train to Busan type.
Train to Busan or like Zombieland style. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We're going back to
if it was Zombieland, I actually might find it a little better.
Really?
Because Zombieland does a really good job with colors.
They do. Yeah, that was still they still like comedy was still the goal for that one while still having it be.
But I mean, like they made sure it was all the scenes were like they picked very bright vehicles, very bright clothing on all the characters.
Very bright characters. Yeah. They were funny and very like...
They had scenes at like carnivals and shit where like a bunch of just color was around that made it pop. Mm-hmm. Even though things were grotesque. So I think they should have kind of... But this looks very muted, like it was actually filmed. And it probably was actually filmed in Japan.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of gray all over the place.
Yeah. A lot of... I mean,
everything's gray.
I'm over here trying to get to... not reliable sources for these videos. Yeah, still so good. Such a good episode. Such a like real moment. I love how all they needed why he can do the shit he does. He's smart too. So there was like a huge zombie horde in the middle of the city, and he strapped the
thing.
Football. It's like the car horn. While he like went around, it's like okay, he's not just I'm just gonna run at shit.
I also don't like that. Why isn't anyone else thinking? Like that, like the one friend was like, "I'm trapped.
I can't do anything.
I can't eat. It's been 3 days." I was like, "Yo, what? You could have.
What would you have done in a hallway full of zombies, right? And he's thinking like, I can't barrel through a hallway full of them, and I agree with him. I don't think he could have. What would you have done? You're trapped in a hall for some. Okay, wait. Before we do that, why do you think he had the zombie girl?
The BDS.
They're gonna explain it, but I'm wondering, why do you think?
I guess he was into some freaking shit, and she just turned.
But without getting bit, nothing happened to her. So this was
she got bit earlier the day. Honestly, the way it looked like it happened abruptly. Like everybody turned
very quickly,
all at once.
Yeah. So So depending on how it happens, because if it's one of those where people die and they turned, then he's suspicious.
Yes.
Oh, nobody else got into this room, but there's a zombie strapped up in here. What's going? But if it is, she got bit and then they ran in and then she started freaking out, so they tried to give him the benefit of that, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Maybe it's airborne or something.
Yeah,
some people just have an immunity.
And if you die, you change, or if you don't, and maybe if you're alive, you still change. Yeah. So if that's the case, he might be a cool dude. But I thought he was gonna do some shady stuff when I saw like, oh, we're both on the roof. I was like, I'm about to trip you.
It was interesting. I really like that they did show their friendship, that they had that kind of cultivated friendship for a long time.
Yeah, in the first episode, he's like, I want to hang out with my best buddy again. Yeah. So it was like, oh, they threw back to that, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see him. Oh, are you alive in the apocalypse?
And the apology was really nice.
Yeah,
he just was like heartfelt apology.
Yeah,
like,
just like,
I was an asshole.
I was just rubbing it in your face because I wasn't feeling good myself, man. I'm sorry. And he's like, but I want to live. How he ejected from his clothes midair.
That was fucking wild.
And it's like, oh, you wonder why you didn't make the jump.
I wonder how it's gonna be in live action.
I wonder if they're gonna keep that and how they're gonna explain like mid run off a building leap. He also
it really gives me High School of the Dead vibes.
It's fun, man. It's a fun zombie thing. They really focus on the exploitation of workers and how people now feel they're not happy with their jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like this isn't making me happy, it's unfulfilling. And I want to see them enjoy the apocalypse. Like you don't usually see anybody enjoying the apocalypse.
Yeah,
right? I think Zombieland was the closest thing to like we're gonna appreciate the little things. Here are these rules you follow.
That's true.
And it's like it made it fun. It made it like, oh, so it was like almost a guideline, right? It's like if that shit happens, this is how we're doing it.
The newest episode of that is dope. I really love the way that that's going. Are you watching? There's a couple more. I know you've been watching the Vending Machine one. How's that going? I still haven't watched it.
Do you want some spoilers?
Yeah.
Do you want some? Okay. So I'll just talk about the abilities he's gotten. So he now has the ability to change into the type of vending machine he is.
Oh, he can change from like a food one to like a drink one?
Like a candy one, like so anything that apparently these are his restrictions, right? Anything that has to be given money to receive a product is his range of what he can turn into.
He can turn into a hooker?
He could probably turn into a sex doll. If we're being perfect.
You know how anime is. They're going to find a way to give him a humanoid body.
Exactly. He's going to eventually get humanoids. Oh, here's this loophole. It's a vending machine, but I'm also a robot. Yeah. So one of the things that happen in the most recent episodes is they get trapped in a collapsing building or something. And his original power was like the barrier, right? And he has some girl.
So his power is to make barriers.
That is the first ability he had was barrier. Okay. Right? He used it. He bought it to defend himself from the little frog things trying to destroy him. So he uses barrier to protect him, and this, of course, he's going to still end up with a harem because it's still anime.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I saw the one bitch with the hammer, or was she? Did she have a hammer?
Yeah, she's the Magitech person that the original girl was looking for. So he finds her, of course, and she's like, "Oh, you're a magic item expert. So maybe I can help." So basically, place collapses on her. He defends her with the barrier, but she's running out of oxygen, right? And he's like, "Oh no, what can I do?" And he's like, "I'm gonna turn into an oxygen machine." And he's like, so, and they do a flashback. It's like in the 1980s or like early 1800s, late 1800s.
They made
sorry.
a vending machine.
There was worries about bad oxygen, so they made oxygen vending machines. And because he knew about oxygen vending machines, he could turn into one. She gives him a coin. He's able to give her enough oxygen so they can get rescued. Because the main girl he had first met came to save them and all that. So it was like they're being extremely creative.
Strategic with this,
and it's like they're using real things.
Yeah, they're teaching you about history of video games. Thank you for this random
fun fact. He's also using like science from the modern world to help them. Mm-hmm. So the Frog King, obviously all these frog monsters have been coming in previous episodes. The Frog King is like a big flaming frog. We recording right now, so
yeah.
I'm gonna get you right when the recording's over. Unless there's an issue with the sound. Let me check this real quick.
I mean, it sounded good to me, but
it does. Still not. Oh, I need to. Okay, hold on. I need to send. She wants to be sent the live stream directly, like she doesn't know our.
Oh, you want me to send her the
yeah, send her a Facebook link. Appreciate it. It's gonna be hard trying to navigate through all this stuff. So, the frog boss, giant flaming toad, right? Mm-hmm. He's a vending machine. So, and now he has all these different forms. So, in his first form, again, okay, you're a vending machine. You have to defeat a fire monster. What do you think of?
Vending machine turned to a water machine.
I like it. That's not the route he went there, but I like that.
Like turn into a water vending, like
water exactly, like a water fountain, something like that. He makes a bunch of Coca-Cola,
okay,
and then he turns into a candy vending machine, and then he gives them, a bunch of Mentos. Okay. So there's like a squad of adventurers that are too weak to fight this giant frog boss normally. But they get a bunch of Coca-Cola, a bunch of Mentos, they pop them in, shake it up, and they spray the fire toad to death and weaken it so that other adventurers can come through and take it out. Okay. So, extremely creative. Yeah. Real things, real vending machines, real science. Yeah. And they're trying to give him real stakes. So, I like it. It's not like he's not super overpowered. He's trying to use ingenuity and tactics. And he also, at the same time, and this is back to the Great Cleric thing, like he also has to think marketing, right? And selling. Because he has to sell his products to become stronger. Oh, to like right? Yeah. So he has to literally, like the only way he can get stronger is by having people give him money for their products. And it's like, so that's his upper range, right? How much can I sell? And it has to be him specifically. Right, and it's like my powers range from this, but he doesn't have enough money to buy a new feature or whatever. He's gonna be fucked. So I like the stakes. He has to be the fact that he's a vending machine enthusiast. So right now, I think that's my number 2. Zom 100 is number 1.
And the vending machine is actually your number 2. Okay.
It's like Dr. Stone levels of ingenuity with fantasy dungeon monsters and situations. Number 2. Yeah, what else you been getting into?
So since we're talking about isekai and you're talking about turning into candy vending machines, there's an isekai about a guy who makes pastries. It's called Sweet's Reincarnation.
I think I saw it. I think I either peeped the trailer or I saw it on a list.
So it's about a pastry chef who dies in a freak pastry accident during the world competition of making the greatest sweets, and he gets reincarnated right when he's about to win, this pastry competition. Yeah, the thing falls and busts his head open.
Yo, I swear if they don't start like a isekai like death battle, like I need all these OP ass random isekai characters. Like we need our J stars of isekai, because if I can't get Rimuru fighting the all-powerful vending machine against the
So pretty much his name, he gets reincarnated. His name's Pastry.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he gets reincarnated in this world where there's magic and shit. It's It's really dope because he gets in the world. There's magic, and he's raised by a royal kind of family. But they're like low level nobles.
Got you.
And his dream is to cover the whole world in sweets and make everyone happy, in a land of sweets and candy and shit. And he just wants to cook and make his friends happy.
Yo.
But he's like, I live in he's like, the country I live in is poor. They don't have a lot of access to trades and goods, so I can't get the cooking materials I need to cook. So he's like actually trying to be a good noble to like get his town better so he can have more imports to cook the things that he wants to cook.
That's dope.
Yeah.
A lot of ingenuity. That's so dope. I love more of that. Let's start educating, and it doesn't be direct teaching. Like I feel like Dr. Stone went a little heavy on like this is information, like this is. But I feel like some of these now they ease into like you can have a what's the word? Like not casual, but like passive information gaining. Like I feel like you can't watch Food Wars without being like, I can boil an egg, right? Like this is like shit like that. Like I feel like it's dope.
Of course, like every other isekai, he goes and like I guess when they have hit a certain age, like age 9, they get a magic ceremony and they get their magical power. His, of course, is really broken, but it's also something that you can hide. Is the ability to like copy any or to replicate something, anything. So he can like replicate other people's powers, which is the real broken thing. But he can also like replicate, like if you get hurt, I can replicate your pain to everybody around me.
Wow, that sounds ridiculous.
So he's like really, really broken. And of course, he finds a way to capitalize on it to make money. And he starts replicating people's faces onto like cloth or like paper to like give people pictures.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and they live in an era where there's like knights and all that shit. And people they were like, we could sell these pictures of these girls to the leaders of other countries who are trying to marry off their kids instead of making your daughter travel halfway across
all the way there,
to meet a prince.
Just throw them a picture.
Just send them a picture and then like,
damn,
so, like,
that's dope.
They start doing shit like that to make money and build up their kingdom.
Ooh.
I like this one though because in most isekais, the dad or the parents of the kid always act like the kid is the kid. This parent is like, no, my son's a genius, and I'm gonna sit back and let him do all the negotiating.
Let this little nigga work. Let him cook.
Seriously, and he been cooking too.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man.
So I've been really liking that one. I don't know if it's my top number 2. But it's really good so far.
Got you. I've started getting into the overpowered in another world, and now I'm overpowered. No, I don't think that's I'm the strongest. With the fat dude who like was getting picked on for being ugly by his like siblings and stuff like that. Yeah, so
that was last season. One of last season's shows.
Yeah. So, but I saw that one. I was like, let me see how this. So I'm like 3 episodes in.
Yeah, he like goes into the wardrobe or whatever.
Yeah, literally Chronicles of Narnia style.
Yeah. I like that he can grind in that world and then bring his stats out into the real world.
And then I thought he would just be overpowered in one, but the fact that he's overpowered in both.
Yeah.
So his granddad was the sage, and left him a bunch of stuff.
So they don't really explicitly say it. I'm gonna say no, though. I don't think so, because they find the corpse of a great sage in like the cartoony world or the RPG
fantasy world.
But I think his grandfather actually died, like in the real world. Because didn't they have like a funeral for him and stuff, and he inherited the house?
If you have a ton of magic, what's outside of your? Can you fake your death?
Yeah, that's true. But they did find like the whole. Like,
and they got some legit.
He found some shit. Later on, you'll see he finds like a grave for like the great sage.
Oh, okay.
And he like learns his magic and stuff.
Okay. Damn. Oh well, it really seemed like it was his granddad.
That's kind of what I thought too in the beginning. Until that part.
Maybe it's like his granddad's friend or something. Somebody.
But that's the other thing. They also really don't explain
Not yet.
if it was the Great Sage's body he found, but he just found a very strong mage, and that's how he get. You'll see that's how he gets magic and stuff like that.
Got you. Okay, because now he's just one-shotting
he's just hitting
monsters
everything.
with OP-ass items. But he was dope, man. He was like, oh, I can alternate between. He's a weapons master. Like, I feel like that they haven't been doing a lot of those recently.
So the one thing I didn't like about that anime, though, was they were just like, it got very slice of lifey. He starts modeling and shit, and like, they just have
you know what that reminded me of?
What?
Really, Persona. Yeah. It felt very Persona.
Yeah, exactly. It's very like Persona.
It's like, oh, now he's gonna start living his normal life with his OP powers, and he's gonna try and like find a girl a day, and it's like, I came here to watch him kill monsters.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is
It gets too slice of lifey.
I feel that,
but it was a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
And the fight scenes when they are in there are cool. They're just far and few in between.
Got you.
On the slice of life shit.
Do you know if that's got another season yet?
No, that was the end.
It was the end just recently. I'm hoping that he finds out there's more overpowered people in like the modern world.
In the actual
world. And that'll because that'll add some stakes towards the end.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the only way it'll be like, you know, an actual climactic story, not just him.
He fights some crazy shit in the RPG.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Find some, like, there are these like, and I'm gonna spoil it for you because fuck it,
Yeah.
But pretty much there are these deities of the other world, and there's like each deity has like a specialty, like there's like kind of like Greek gods. Like deity, the one who has like great physical combat.
Oh, I see where this is going.
He ends up meeting one of the deities, and they're like, "Hey, you're really strong. You should be like my student because you have to. The deities, we have to. They do die eventually.
Oh,
but they have
that's
to pass
interesting.
on their power to like somebody.
Wow.
And they're like, there's this ultimate evil thing that the deity
of course
to fight.
Yeah.
So the deity starts training him, and then at the end he fights like one of the first ultimate evil encounters, and that's kind of just how it ends.
Okay.
But
okay.
I would have liked to see more. If they did more of that shit instead of focusing on the slice of life shit, it would have been better.
Got you.
Right.
Yeah, I like it. I've been trying to keep up on everything going on anime wise, but I think that's pretty much it that I've seen.
Okay, I mean, so again, my favorite show right now is Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation.
Oh, that's one of them I haven't. I'm so caught up on the manga. I have not given the anime a good look yet, but
so
check that out.
You already know that one's where they're at right now. He hasn't bumped into Sylph yet. He's still
on his journey. That man Rudius goes through some shit, man. I think it's gonna remain good for like the next like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So
they're at the part where he just he joined a new team after the chick with the red hair left him, and he's grown up a little bit. He's like, I guess, teenager, maybe more older. He joined a team of adventurers. One of the girls had a bow and arrow and like a dagger.
What's her hair color?
I think she's blonde.
Blonde, okay. Not the one I'm thinking of.
But she ends up getting saved by Rudius. She falls in love with him. They're about to fuck one time, but he can't get it up. And then some other dude like is like, hey, you know, let's take you to a brothel to like see what's wrong.
Fix your condition, man. That Rudius, he goes through some stuff, man.
And then he ends up fucking. What did he do? He ends up like not being able to get it up at the brothel. They're like, dude, you've been traumatized by this one. And by the way, ladies, like trauma is real for guys.
It's real.
Yeah. So this guy, he ends up being traumatized after he lost his fucking virginity to the one chick.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. Like that's and it's consistent theme too. Like this is the real. Yeah, he goes through some stuff, man. Has he overcame it yet or is he still struggling?
He ended up getting no, he's still struggling. He didn't overcome it yet. He was still about to sleep with the girl, but then he ended up going to the brothel. That didn't work. I'm about to text her. So.
What's going on?
sure.
Yeah. Freaking out.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
So,
but
oh, you got it. Okay. Cool. Cool. So I'm gonna go. I don't know if Instagram pauses. Okay, we back. We back on the live. Shoot. Make sure I don't mess this thing up. Sorry about that. Shoot. Where are we at?
oh yeah, so I was talking about the reincarnation. But yeah, he ends up joining a new team now. So I guess he just joined a new adventurers team, a more higher level team with the one dude he went to the brothel with.
Oh, got
And
you.
that's where it ended off now.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for that one. He's Rudius goes through so much shit. He's so boss. So
I like it. It's the most mature isekai, like with actual mature themes in it.
yes,
Yeah.
for sure. They like
It's not all fun and games. Like no, people die.
There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of like
Growing, he actually grows up as a person in it, and all the characters grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the chick he ended up almost fucking. Yeah, you remember her from the manga?
But the hair color is gonna.
I mean, it's black and white in the manga.
Yeah, exactly. So there could be like 4 other with the exact same hairstyle. Sylph for sure.
Yeah.
I only really remember the important ones.
That dude was hilarious.
Their characters are fun, man. I really think they're going for a really good story here.
Yeah, he should have clapped her cheeks though, man.
If he could, we could have you. I'm sure. Yo, this thing. When they start bringing in the higher level demons and species, it's gonna be so good.
I mean, I really like when Yo got his shit. Oh no, was that the same one? Or no, that's a different isekai. There's so many isekais.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, it was that where he got like his heart ripped out by like the ice dragon dude lord thing.
There is an ice dragon person in this.
Yeah,
I don't remember if he specifically rips out a person's heart.
I think he like almost killed Rudius, and then the god came.
Somebody can save him.
Yeah, the god came.
I think I saw that fight.
Cause doesn't he have that power to where he can like talk to that deity? Or
there's a bunch of deities in this one,
but there is a deity that can like that's like faceless and he's like all white.
There's some background to that. I don't think he's a deity. They still haven't gotten to that where I'm caught up to. Okay. So that is, I know who you're talking about. But what they've been saying, I don't think he's actually they have a lot of very mature. like you said, they go like Marvel movie deep at the point where I'm at. So it's pretty intense. Let me see what you're talking about though. I remember he is like a white hair robes mage.
Yeah, he just fucked them their whole team. That was the most brutal fight. If you can pull that shit up.
Let me see if I can grab it.
Yeah, like just type in like Rudius' death episode or something.
Let's try that. Please spell R-U-D. Yeah, Rudius death. Is there? What was? I've seen so much.
It's like an episode.
I think it's this one. I opened a couple because I know one of them is not going to be the right one. It's Gribbling. I'm just going to go to YouTube.
Yeah, this part right here.
Yeah, I wish we could take off that caption. Maybe it'll help us. Yeah, this fight was the fights in this are. Oh, it's going to be blurry. R.I.P. Okay. Well, maybe that'll help YouTube not recognize.
But like that shit was wild. During this part, he got his shit rocked.
he has to fight against such ridiculous odds. And the fact that he was already overpowered and he's still getting destroyed is just the level of power in this world is just so dope.
It's like really well animated too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the animations, the fight, the stakes. It's like it's just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more of when they show
this
more.
Dude
of
was
this
a savage,
yeah, more of this dude, and then there's like a few other characters that are I don't even say on this dude's level, but in this dude's realm. And yeah, this
I like that he has like they said that he has a curse on him that whenever you look at him, you're just automatically in fear.
Yeah,
and then Rudius was just talking. He was like, "What's wrong with you? You're not scared of me." And everyone else was like, the whole room was like quiet.
Yeah.
And they were like, he was like, "You must have been like chosen by one of the gods." Which god? He was like, "Yeah, you know the faceless god." And you just smacked him and killed him.
Yeah, literally just savagery.
Yeah. Like,
so good.
So again, definitely one of my my top one right now. I'm really glad the next season just came out for that. So that would be my top right now. And then other than that, Jujutsu Kaisen I haven't started yet. I'm letting it build up a couple episodes.
Oh, the next season?
Yeah.
I've gotten people love that shit so much. I've gotten so much of the story by proxy. I do need to catch up and actually figure out what it's about, though.
I've been staying clear of it just because people love it so much.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of annoying how much. I will say I liked the season 1, but the way people were hyping season 1 up, I was like, nothing happened yet.
Like the story's not even doing anything.
Yeah, the story hasn't done shit yet. Why are y'all acting like it's the best show ever?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's riding on. I won't say riding on the coattails of Chainsaw Man, but Chainsaw Man definitely made it to like.
I think Chainsaw Man came out the anime at least came out after the first season that you did.
I feel like the style,
that style,
everything helped it coast right into Jujutsu Kaisen. Like I mean, it's like if Naruto had a spin-off that was Naruto-esque and before another Naruto season came out, it's like this is more of what I love. They're funny, they're fun, they're stupid.
I really do like I really like Jujutsu, so I'm gonna binge that. There's another isekai called "Am I Actually the Strongest?" I told about that.
Yeah,
that one's one of them. But my second favorite, other than Mushoku, would be that is out right now. Oh shit, they have another Tenchi Muyo that came out.
Oh, that's dope.
It's probably the 7 Spellblade one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like the way that's looking for sure.
You should definitely watch it and give me some recaps on that.
Got you.
But other than that, so we talked about anime.
Anime for a good
minute. Let me hear about what's happening with gaming with you. How is WarFrame? I know you
got
WarFrame.
I got some gameplay specifically for the stream because I wanted to. I wanted to have something to show. So let me just pull it up real quick. I'm liking it. I haven't gotten to PvP yet because I just know I'll get raffle stomped so fast, and I don't even want to put myself through that.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the gameplay and no, this is just the first one. Yeah, you have to put in the mag, Volt, and Caliber. But I love the Volt even after I had other frames because he has the speed boost power that makes clearing so good. So I feel it. Very good. Running in a direction. Did you do?
Look what we just uncovered.
Yeah, nothing can really fight you right now.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
And they're OP as fuck.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Yeah. Yeah, so in this one, I was literally getting kicked, right? Because I'm level, like, I think I just hit, like,
Excavator deployed.
and
Protect
then,
the
like,
unit while it
these other
extracts
dudes
the
are, like,
artifact.
12, 18 hours, but their frames are maxed out. They got the good mods. One dude's power is, like, affecting enemies across the map and, like, makes them vulnerable and explode. And it's like, these are all people's, like, hard work.
Yeah.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
Solid.
Yeah, let's make sure we gotta spawn.
Okay, but yeah, you pause that. Go up there, take a step. Check on the base. Yeah. Need a. Thinking about playing.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. Dig complete. Your hard work has just been rewarded.
Fortnite is the Ready Player One of games right now. Like, the fact that I can enter or try and then also maneuvering and then also really like that Ready Player One when it's applicable to all the different characters. Yeah. Anybody wants to play Fortnite with me? Always squad base. And other than that, for gaming, we have awesome play.
The excavator has lost power. Find another cell.
Alright. Oh, you're back. Dead or something? Oh, you're still on the phone? I'm calling you for no reason.
So,
Yep, apparently messed us up.
Inside of the Bari paradox?
I don't know what
Well, that's the, like, slow single player story stuff. I was gonna try that out once I got it.
do I need to, I use my WarFrame for that story first?
Excavation complete. Look what you found.
Yeah.
A whole new
I feel you. If you just hop in and people are OP, it's like, what's the, why am I even here? But hopefully when, good move.
Hopefully when.
After some levels, it starts feeling like you're the OP thing running around.
Yeah.
But I mean, the boss fights, I feel like, do you do any boss fights? They've been doing stuff with the boss fights to make them not just bullet sponges, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I literally played maybe 2 games after I downloaded it.
Got you.
And I got bored. But one of the monsters was stronger than the other monsters and could eat a lot of bullets. But that's as far as I got. So yes, it was 100% a bullet sponge.
Yeah, I feel you. So, yeah, it's Warframe, but you're performing Fortnite right now, huh?
Yeah, I was actually just talking about that. So me, Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I love what they're doing with the black people skins. I gotta say, there's not a lot of games that do that.
Yeah, okay. Are you gonna try to show them?
No.
No, okay.
Not a lot of my shit was about to go into
Sweet, got you. I'm gonna just check that. All right, yeah. They've been coming through Fortnite. With their recent like skin pack. Has been they've been just getting everything in there.
Yeah.
What season is this? Like 80?
Yeah, I am not sure.
They've been going. I wanted to find some of them so I could show
So what kind of character is this shit flying around?
them. So that's one of the new frames. I think they show it's called a Kelvero or something. Yeah, that's a new prime. I have no idea, but the thing is, I mean, it looks ghosty. The gun is its own thing, though, right? So the one thing I do like about when they add in
Prime.
yeah, they add in like more than just the prime. They add in new weapons with it, new modes, new stuff like that.
So
You still got the Rhino sitting there
This is my
strong. Oh, that's your Vaughn. Oh yeah. I see the bolt. It's bulky.
I don't know what any of this shit means.
Yeah, the reward, all the currencies and stuff are
This
foreign.
is my character that I made a while ago. I'm probably weak as shit. I don't even know where to go to that thing. You said that one player mode. Where is that at?
If you so the middle console right there, I think because I haven't gone there yet. Actually, press start. I think it might actually just be on the start screen. Yeah, out of there and start quests, and then the Davari Paradox.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, and then I think you can start it from there, but it might just also just tell you, and you still have to go to a real place to get there. I haven't done it yet, but it's something along those lines.
Gotta play. I don't know how to navigate this game. I just when I played, I think I just went here.
Yeah.
On one of these things, these quests. I didn't do the Davari Paradox one though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this game is really confusing. It's not good for entry level players.
Yeah,
you know?
no. I mean, if you from the ground up, it would it's probably a little easier. But they also have been like, you should just know this, so we're not going to give you a tutorial.
Yeah,
really.
whack.
It's like the one time because everything in this thing is so expansive, but. I mean, I feel like it's still cool. They have like a open world. They started doing they have giant open worlds on each like individual.
So my
planet
character,
now.
I guess he's garbage. I don't know. I'm ranked 28.
You're almost max.
Is that really?
30 is the max, and then you have to start enhancing. You know how you have the Uber levels, but that's when you open up all your mod slots, and then the rest is just getting better mods to make yourself stronger. And then using Forma to enhance it so you can have even more mod slots.
Well, at least I'm not garbage like I thought I was.
Yeah, you're not starting from zero, at least for equipment.
So I actually just got the like I said, the game pass, the battle pass in Fortnite. Got me my Black Dude character. Oh, did you play Rashid yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't cranked up Street Fighter yet. Are you liking Rashid?
I tried him for a second. He was pretty dope. Yeah.
I've been seeing her talk about how OP he is because his one super will just push somebody into a wall.
Yeah.
And you can just walk after them. I think they're nerfing it. But I've been seeing his gameplay. I didn't know he was. I knew he was officially coming out, but I've been dealing with work and have not actually.
Yeah, he came out like last month, like the end of last month, actually. He's been out for a few weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't hip. I thought he was still out last. I wasn't out last month. Are you sure?
Like the very end of he's only been out for like 2-3 weeks, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I need to get hip. I've not been playing as much as I want to.
I think after we had that tournament, I just stopped playing too. I was like, well,
He got bodied. So what's going on?
Yeah.
Long. At least show me the gameplay. He's gonna do a whole big breakdown. I really like his moveset.
Yeah.
He looks super fun.
I like the way he moves. He's pretty cool. He's fast.
Yeah, I feel like they had a few fast, like jumpy characters, but I needed somebody that wasn't like Kimberly-esque and not Lily, but the way he moves is like so much fresher, so much like energy is fun.
Yeah, honestly, I think I like his playstyle, but I wish that was how T-Dog's daughter played.
Yeah, I can see that.
You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
like I feel like she should have had that kind of speed and the wind shit like that.
Because they're very similar.
Yeah.
And how they move, at least in regards to that, they both fly and do their spin moves.
I just don't like that. I mean, I don't like her as a grapple character.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they really did try to just make her T-Hawk.
Yeah,
When they really should just went into making her own kind
her
of
own character. Yeah,
Yeah, but he's dope. I want to try him out.
that
but
shit
now I
that
know.
is really
He's
cool.
free, right? Is he free to play?
No, you have to buy it.
Buy him.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get him eventually. Let's see how it
I
is.
got that one edition.
Yeah, you got the super.
That was the only one they had left in the store.
Oh man, well at least you.
But I was like, fuck it, comes with the first worker.
Yeah, so that's dope. I think next is Aki, who they haven't shown anything about. I'm looking.
Yeah, Rashid. I also don't like that they just released him that quick. I'm like, man, if y'all had this guy in the pocket, y'all should have put him in the original base game.
What if he
give me actual DLC?
He had some kinks he had to work.
Nah. They held off on the 4 characters as a money grab.
I agree. That's Capcom's MO. They've always done it. So we need to keep people coming. We give them everything. They're just gonna play it and then stop playing it. So, hey,
so they got the skin right here. In Fortnite, I'm actually like really. So I got this guy.
Can you show it on stream with them?
I don't know.
No. Oh well, you can stream it later. We can show it. Got you. He looks like he's the next Spider-Man. Like, do they have origin stories for these skins yet?
I don't know, but I was like, hey, look at that black dude right there.
Yeah, it literally looks like if you were a superhero. Like,
and they got this cool skin. I'm trying to work to get right now because I think this one looks even better.
Not bad.
Yeah, right?
They got some good artists doing their shit now.
That's what I was like, that's dope. In the battle pass, these are the characters they have right now. So you start off, you get this chick, which is cool, and then again you get a black guy. You have this version of him.
Oh man, that just looks fire.
Yeah, like
I wish I could show this shit. I could crank up Fortnite.
I'm like, look at this multi-ethnic, I don't know, chick.
Latino or something.
Yeah.
And they're all like, are they? That's dope. You have a bone armor on, like yeah, he looks vicious.
They're giving and I'm like, okay, he's a person of color. You know?
Yeah.
Like they actually have
interesting. He's not just wearing normal clothes. He got the bone armor. You got another ninja. They got another Hispanic woman. Oh, it's the same one with a different skin. Okay, I got you. And then just going in.
Does pretty good with their
yeah, man. I'm just constantly in respect of what Fortnite has been able to.
Of course, they had the Optimus Prime. You know.
Yeah, I'm so hyped that they did that.
Look at this. They have the whole
oh, that's dope. What level is that? That's page 4. Okay, that means you need to at least get like.
You need to max out your battle pass.
Yeah,
and then these are bonus rewards.
Oh, there's a bonus afterwards. Oh, of course they leave the good shit. They got neon, and his energy lights change color. God damn, Fortnite, y'all going crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy with these skins, man.
Yeah.
I like this one too. This one right here.
Oh, the gold. Hello. All right, we gotta get into some more. If WarFrame is gonna flop, we'll get into some more Fortnite for sure. Because I wanna.
That Optimus Prime gun. I've been I was playing a game earlier, and like the Optimus Prime gun. If you use it, it's like a rocket launcher. You get 2 shots, and it automatically recharges ammo, but it takes like 30 seconds after the shot.
Oh, that's dope.
So I just be like. Then they had Bender from Futurama. They gave his ray gun in the game. And it's like a trace rifle. In like, what was that other game where they would have the rifles that you just shoot the laser out? You have to keep it on them. Is it, was that in Destiny?
Destiny had what? Halo?
Yeah, like the cold fusion rifle.
Not like the needlers in Halo.
No. There's like, in Destiny.
Consistent beam.
Yeah, it's like
weapon.
a tracer beam. It was like an ice weapon, I think.
I remember the Monte Carlo shot like that.
Nah, the Monte Carlo was an auto rifle.
It was an auto rifle that felt like it was a beam.
But they add weapons in Destiny.
Yeah, they got some not the beam rifles.
The sleeper stimulant. Oh no, it was an exotic weapon that you just keep a laser on them and it just drains your health. So it works like that.
Okay.
That's how Bender's rifle works. It's really good distance, sucks short range. Optimus Prime gun, 2 shots, but it's a rocket launcher. It takes a lot. You have to charge it. I've taken out squads on the other side of the map. I'll just be like, I'm going to shoot the rocket over there.
Just see what happens. Somebody gets sniped with a rocket launcher.
I've won like 3 games with that Optimus Prime gun.
Nice. Yeah. All right, back on the Fortnite. Yeah. All right, sounds good to me.
So my goal right now is to get as many of these fucking skins as I can. Get all the black people skins as I can.
For sure.
Yeah, man. And then if you go to the item locker or whatever.
Oh, they got Marvels back in there. Okay, dope. Every time I looked, they didn't have any of the Marvels, but Spider-Verse came out. That's right. Yep. So they put all them back, and they got the whole Futurama cast with alternate skins.
They got even the little
crab hammers for. I thought it was about to be the pickaxe for a second. I was like, oh, they're going crazy. They got a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, they.
This is the multiverse.
I mean, literally, you could be having your like random superpowered like black dude fight Spider-Man while Thor is Thor and Batman are across the map duking it out with fucking Ariana Grande and Kobe Bryant while riding velociraptors. Yeah. I love it. It's great.
So I've been playing the fuck out of that. This is gonna be the game I'm gonna play for a while.
All right, cool.
So
we Fortnite gamers now. That's how it is.
I can't do Warframe. I'm trying. It's just so.
It's all good, man. It's not matching the vibe.
Yeah. And I like being able to work towards something cool.
For sure.
Yeah. Fortnite makes their shit look aesthetically
really dope.
And there's so many skins. Like you don't really like other games. You'll see like 10 Vabons.
Yeah.
And they all look exactly the same. Here, so many different skins.
Nope. You would be hard pressed to find somebody with the same skin as you on a map.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's this one's like right now. The battle pass for this season's out.
These are gonna be popping. But next season, you're gonna see the next, and then in 2 seasons, like, oh, you got this from 2 seasons ago. Wow, yeah. So I like that. And you always get to keep them, man.
Yeah,
I think.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I think it's just good.
The graffiti one is the one I'm going for next with all the shit on it.
Got you. We're gonna get some more Fortnite streams in and blast some kids on Fortnite. So, in addition to that, and I think this is gonna be our last one. Armored Core, I'm hoping doesn't have the same issues as Warframe, because when it comes to mech games, this is my number one, and it looks like
it plays different than every other Armored Core.
Yes, because I feel like since 5, they've done this company has done so many other games that I'm like, they can't be looking at a mech game and saying it needs to be like every single other mech game. Like, that's the last thing I want.
So after watching the gameplay, what I saw, there were some things I liked and some things I didn't like.
Yeah, what's up?
My favorite mech game that I played so far would be what's that game in the snow?
Oh,
get out the mech and like.
What is that?
360.
Oh, you had to kill the giant monsters.
Yeah.
Or they were orange. Oh, what was that? Damn.
I had to look it up.
You say it's Lost Planet?
Yes.
No, that sounds too generic. Was it Lost Planet?
It was like Lost Planet or something.
I'm gonna let's figure, because I remember that was fun as hell. It was the terrain was made it so much harder.
Yeah, it was Lost Planet.
Lost Planet, oh, so good. Yeah, so
Lost Planet 360, I think, was really great for a mech game. Because I like games with mechs. Yes, you're piloting the mech, but I also want
not only the mech.
Yeah, outside of the mech. So Lost Planet did a really great job at balancing the two.
Yeah.
And the mech was broken, but not like crazy broken. This one is like what are they called? The type of shooters where you just kind of like gotta dodge all the bullets.
Bullet hell.
Yeah, it's one of those like the side scrollers where it's just like
Yeah, bullet hells.
yeah, and that's how it looks like they're making this
The Armored Core.
the Armored Core. When you actually look at the gameplay of some of the fights, especially when you see them fight like the giant mothership boss thing.
You have to do a lot of dodging.
Yeah, you see it like there's a whole missile barrage, and you're gonna like.
So the interesting thing about that is some of the mechs will have like shields and stuff and be less mobile. So it's like you can either fortify yourself to take that damage or build around having to dodge.
Yeah.
Like with the different leg types, some have like the 4 legs where you can hover.
Yeah.
And some just have the straight up tank wheels, and then some have like the not bipedal legs, but whatever it is when your joints are reversed.
Yeah.
Or are reversed for us at least.
Yeah, those are probably the speed types. Those are always the speed ones.
Yeah.
All of the Armored Core.
Exactly. But I mean, it looks like they're trying to make it different. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely different, but this form of combat is very generic, I think. Like for a mecha game, it doesn't feel. I mean, I guess that's what they were trying to go for. Maybe a familiar feeling.
Be familiar.
But it's familiar but different for Armored Core.
Yeah.
But I would have really liked to see more like this shit. You're gonna like. No, it's not this one. It's like one that has like a fucking barrier around it.
Oh, like the Super Bowl. Yeah, this is a gameplay clip from. Is this a 1v1?
Yeah, that one right here. This boss right here. When you see him fight, it does this thing where the thing opens up and shoots a ton of missiles.
Yeah, just like a wave that you gotta dodge.
You're gonna see it. It still hasn't done it yet. This shit is dope.
You see how many different attacks it has, and this is like what, a mini boss? I mean, they're saving this for the premiere, so they're gonna
go to the beginning of the fight.
Got you. It looks like they might not show it in this one.
I think they're gonna show it.
Okay.
When it does that.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
This shit. And then they all home on you.
Like, oh, I dodged them. No, they're turning around.
Yeah, it'll do that mid-fight. It'll, like, launch them all up, and then you gotta dodge those while still trying to, like...
avoid the actual thing.
Yeah.
And one thing I like is they, you don't want to get hit. They make it really hard to get hit, and they do a good job of telegraphing that it's going to be doing a certain type of attack without making it, like... I don't know, super easy mode.
Yeah.
I like the way it looks, man. You definitely won't have as many, like, I mean, I see the issue with WarFrame being like, oh, everything's just super easy and I run through it. I think this is going to be the exact opposite.
Nah, I think I'm still going to breeze through it. It doesn't look
so?
like... I mean, I hope they make the difficulties really, really hard.
I'm hoping so, man.
I'm just going to put on the hardest difficulty and, like, try to fucking go through the game.
Got you.
But I think the real shine in this will be the PvP.
I think the PvP, I'm looking forward to it because they have been
building your own. Thing. If you're able to build your own mech and
literally.
Just do PvP, I think that's where the fun will be.
I think they're preparing for that. I wonder if they have PvP gameplay yet. I would actually really like to see that.
Yeah,
because fighting like AIs when you have the abilities that you have here is like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're fighting another person and you're like, yo.
Yeah, where y'all both are dodging and y'all both doing some wild shit that you wouldn't be expecting.
Yeah. They just had a couple streamers, a couple, popular YouTubers come through. This is 6, right? This just says Armored Core. They baited me. A couple streamers play it and give their thoughts and stuff on it. I don't know if any of them got PvP video. I don't think I'm gonna find any PvP video easy. But I really want to see what that's like because people have been talking about it, but there's nothing about it. Yes, he got to answer the door. We've been busy today with the interruptions. Yo, if y'all tuned in for the stream, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that comes up and says, yo, we listened to the podcast or saw a clip or a video or anything like that. We super appreciate it. We gonna keep it going. And keep having a good time, man. We're gonna be streaming. We got a guest. Hey, the returning
Yes,
What's
returning.
going on? You wanna pop in, say what's up?
WWE belt. Oh, sorry.
Coop tuned it in.
Okay, yeah.
Got you. So
But yeah, I mean, I feel like I covered everything for today, unless you have any.
I wanted to say that we got aliens in Congress again.
Yeah, I sent you that link.
Yeah,
right?
you sent me the link, and I was like, oh, they might not say anything for a little while. And then they're like, no, we want you back in here to talk about what you were talking about. They're like, we're not going to let you get away with that. So
Yeah, the UFO thing is getting pretty interesting.
they haven't stopped.
Yeah, it's getting pretty interesting. But if you notice, the U.S. is also about to launch their new program for fighter jets.
I did not know that. Is that why we're getting
I think it's
more
kind
of
of.
them?
I'm realizing that they're kind of tying up in 2025. They're supposed to be. They have their what's it called? The U. They've retired the F-22, which is.
I remember that. There was that whole thing about freaking Iraq and Afghanistan getting a lot of them.
Yeah.
So they were just trying to get rid of a bunch of them so they can get more of the newer ones.
Yeah, so the F-22 was probably one of the most lethal kind of fighter jets ever made for the U.S. military at one point. They're retiring a whole bunch of them now, and they opened up a new kind of aviation program that they've been working on the past, I think, like decade. Where they placed a bid for all these countries to make new fighter jets. Are you familiar with how the F-22s are getting retired and they're coming out with a bunch of new fighter jets?
From Boeing.
Yeah, not from Boeing, from Lockheed Martin probably.
Oh yeah, they're revamping everything.
Yeah, they're revamping everything, trying to do a whole modular shit program or.
Talking about World War III.
Yeah.
No.
But we're talking about aliens.
getting there.
UFOs. They had a whole.
You want to sit? You want to sit? You want to sit on
Let's
this?
talk about my alien experience.
Okay, you need to.
Oh,
sit.
you have
Hold
an
on.
alien experience.
Alien experience. Okay, straight from the. We got watching. We don't got live numbers at the moment, but we got a few people on Instagram tuning in. This might be hard.
That's fine. You can turn it.
I want to tell you all my alien experience.
Yes, let's talk here about it.
Tell you what, you guys scoot in. We're just gonna have to make that work. Everybody got scoot in. I don't remember how we did this shit last time.
I think it was
It was just like that.
Facebook doesn't do wide on this shit. Yo, what special guest coming in? Alright. So,
As you know, he left his car out front of my house. As you know, he had some stuff to do last night.
Yeah, exactly. All
aliens,
right,
though.
all
What's
right. So it's the aliens. They're here. They found out that I'm speaking about them.
Yo, you good?
Are you okay?
Okay. Well, you go on. Let's hear your story.
All right. So besides wearing the tinfoil hat, every day, when I don't take it off, I like to talk about my experience. All right. So look, I was out in the desert in my travels,
Okay.
and
And this was where?
in Israel. We're in Israel. We're looking over the border of Jordan,
Okay.
and you can see like the horizon, right? And you can see the lights of like Damascus. Not the lights of Damascus, but like the light pollution of Damascus.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And if you look, what's up, man? You look at like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen a shooting star or like a comet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like a little like orb and then
Yeah.
like a tail.
Tail behind it. Yep.
Exactly. So I'm looking up, like a little bit higher up, but not like into the sky, like kind of like at like a 60-degree angle, right? I'm just like looking up, bored. It's like 2 a.m. Everyone's talking, and all of a sudden I see like an orb, and I thought it was like a meteor falling to Earth. I'm like, oh, cool! Like it's like a little orb with a tail, and it's far away, like in the like Jordan atmosphere, or whatever. See this thing falling, right? And I'm staring at it, I'm like, yo, wow. This thing goes down like this, and then it shoots up at an 80-degree angle within a second, down to a 20, 80, 20, and then up in the 90, and then disappears. And I'm just like, and I'm like, hey, do y'all see this?
It could have been a drone.
But that fast, within like 1 second, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. It was like 5 seconds, that thing, and then vertically at 90. It could have been. That's what I thought. But I'm like, man, ET's trying to contact me, and he's over here.
Oh no.
He's like, hey, Cooper, trying to, recreate the species.
Yeah, they were trying to probe you, man.
Yeah, so
Coop almost got probed, guys.
I swear that was my alien experience, man. That was my stuff.
it's not just you, because it's happening a lot apparently. So yeah, I wanted to mention the UFOs. What else? We got conventions going on. We're not going to them, but those are happening. Hope everybody's having fun at those. What else is going on? I had a bunch of shit I want, but my phone's being used for IG. Just going on IG. Appreciate y'all. I think that might be it. We can come with some shit later. But we're going strong for a smooth hour and a half almost.
Okay, so the program I was talking.
Okay, you got
it. INGAD, the INGAD program.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's so the U.S. is making their 6th generation fighter jet. It's supposed to come out. They've been doing a bid for the past, decade. What is going to replace the F-22 Raptor?
Do you know which country got it?
I mean, no, a company in the U.S.
Oh, U.S. got okay.
So what happens is they'll do a bid. The lowest bidder, I guess, is the one who wins. They say we can make it for this many billions of dollars.
Oh, got you. Okay, that kind.
Another company will say we can make it for this many.
Oh, got you. Makes sense.
And they all compete to make
the next jets.
Fighter jet experience. Yeah. So the F-22. One of the problems with it was that it wasn't modular. So of course that shit came out. I think it was first out.
It was like, it was old, but it was just so good they kept it forever.
Yeah, but like there were no USB ports back then. There were no
no.
So like now when you get a new like electronic device, you had to like take everything out of the F-22 and like rebuild it. So they were like they wanted a new system that could like just either plug and play
modern,
instead of just update stuff. So they made the F-35. Which was cool. The only thing with that one is combat has changed now. We don't really use we don't have dog fights anymore.
A lot less of it for good reason.
We have drones now.
Yeah.
We do drone strikes. Most of and it was built for our conflicts with Russia. They thought that, hey, a lot of our conflicts would be
missile, people to people.
Just short distance, like European conflict from like Europe, Russia, like right there. Now they're like our biggest threat is Asia, China. So we need long range.
Yeah, hyper ballistic
well, we just need planes that can fly on a very one tank, really far range.
That's true.
And stealth
so can these break this? I mean, they obviously can probably break the sound barrier, but can they go faster than that now?
I think these might actually end up being slower than the F-22.
Slow,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, because the F-22 was designed to be quick, fast, but now speed isn't what's important. More so what's important is stealth.
That makes sense.
They're like, we'd rather something more stealthy. So I'm like, they're doing all this talk about these UFOs and shit around the same time that like
we're testing new covert shit.
yeah, you know,
it's like, people are seeing a lot of weird stuff in the sky that's like, going really fast. It's like
I'm like, hey, that would make sense. And I mean, they always do shit like this. They just don't tell the public eye or the public people.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and if you heard the hearing, did you hear any of the hearing?
I've heard people talk about it. It's super long, and they say specifically though, like what does he say? He says we received biometrics. We acquired biometrics from the crashes. Like, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but biometrics is a very broad.
Exactly.
So but I will say that when I was listening to the hearing, one of the things they pointed out was like they saw ships off the coast of like California or the coast of like stuff like that, like and they've had these weird spotted incidents. But that doesn't mean that they don't talk. Like government doesn't talk to government a lot of the time.
That's true.
There's a lot of plausible deniability.
Yeah,
it's like if you're a secret program, you are not. Even if the other government asks, it's like no, I'm not going to tell you.
It's a secret. We didn't do nothing. We don't know about it.
Yeah.
What? You saw that? We'll help you look into it. Even like
we're not going to tell. Like, so I still don't believe that it's UFOs necessarily. I do think it's a lot of training and a lot of secret just developments happening.
I got you. With the potential of what they're discussing though, like I mean, what appears to be light speed movement.
But when you see what we were doing in the 60s,
I guess that's
we have technology that we use now that we were using back in the 60s. We couldn't even fathom back then.
That's very true.
So like right now, they're probably using technology that we're never going to see in our lifetime.
Yep,
Like,
grandkids
our
are
kids
like,
are gonna be seeing it when they're adults, and they'll look back at this time and be like,
yeah,
this is
for sure.
technology.
I feel like AI has a lot to do with that kind of shit too.
I do too.
Yeah, because if you get AI compiling a stream that's an hour and a half long instead of sitting there the whole time.
Like, you remember the old X-Men movies?
Yeah, my favorite. Yo, shout out to X-Men.
The X-Men movies with what's the name of Wolverine and all.
Hugh Jackman, he's still Wolverine. He's gonna be Wolverine in next Deadpool movie.
But actually.
Yeah.
But
He
you remember
did.
that?
Ryan Reynolds got him, man. He's just such a good, charismatic freaking person, man.
You remember the jet they flew?
Not the Quinjet. I think it's the X Jet.
Yeah, but that's based off like an actual U.S. military jet.
I
Yeah,
never knew that.
yeah. It's,
Yeah, I can see it because of that.
yeah. and it's,
Blackbird. I
Yes,
think.
the Blackbird,
Yeah.
based off the Blackbird, and that was one of the first jets to like really
Yeah,
you
do
could
all
travel
this stuff.
like to the other side of the world.
Could
in
you
2 hours.
actually? Could they actually get on above orbit with it?
Yeah,
I know.
It did something with the barrier. It just was like 2 hour
Just-
trip
yeah,
around the world,
right?
like crazy
It's freaking
fast.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And they were testing it a long time ago, so I can only imagine like
Yeah.
in the 70s seeing this thing.
You're
like,
in a town somewhere and you see this black jet like just you're like,
moving faster than anything you've
Yeah.
seen before ever. Like shit like that is gonna be unexplainable. So
yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's where I'm thinking all this UFO stuff.
Yo, I was listening to I listened to Breaking Points, right? The podcast, and they went through this
Shout out to
whole
Breaking Points podcast, you know.
They aren't good. Yeah, shout out to them. They went through this whole deep dive. They had their own journalists and investigators go out with, and other newscasters were going to. It was like 2 months ago, right? There were 2 different sightings, and the thing is, they caught glimpses of it on police body cams, right? They said there's a ship, right? There's a 911 call that is apparently real of multiple houses saying there's the ship in the air, and then there's a call of one person in the town, like I want to say in the area, not directly around it, says there's 2 8-foot tall hairy creatures walking around my backyard. And this is to the police, right? So this is on a 911 dispatcher, right? And there's cops already being dispatched to this area because people are saying there's a ship above. So there's like 2 different officers, right? They have the officers' communications on the recordings as well, right?
I would honestly be very disappointed that aliens came and they did not let us know. Just make it relevant. If the aliens didn't make it relevant, like somebody should have made it relevant.
It should be important, or maybe they squashed the stuff so fast it doesn't. So cop gets there. Do
you think the discovery of aliens would kill religion?
I heard the opposite on a UFO podcast, that a lot of people actually get stronger with religion.
It would. I feel like it would enforce it. I feel like when beliefs are pushed, there's only 2 directions. It can lessen, or you can double down.
But I mean, like for instance, Christianity is like very human centric. Like we are made in God's image type thing, and then aliens just like completely like changes that whole.
I feel like you're gonna have some people. Yeah, there's some people that are gonna find the religious text and say like their existence doesn't make Christianity null and void.
Yeah, it doesn't invalidate
it. Just means there's stuff that the Bible didn't have in it, and that's what happens. I mean, that's what they have to use for technology now for a lot of stuff, right? Because a lot of cell phones aren't in the Bible, social media and Instagram ain't
you don't
on
think
there.
It go like Star Wars and everyone just.
I feel like there would be people that no matter what it is, whether it's extraterrestrial, extratemporal, extra-dimensional, whatever it is, there will absolutely be a subsect of people that then see that as their religion. That's human nature. That's going to happen.
Yeah,
absolutely. Some people will take their existing faiths and say, "I didn't see enough substantive, real things in this. I didn't."
So when I say kill religion, I don't necessarily mean that it's going to wipe it out like the day we find aliens. I'm saying that generations, maybe the generation after aliens, might not have the same beliefs as the generations before it, and all these orthodox religions that have been around for like thousands of years. Do you think those same religions will be there 100 years?
Yeah,
after,
for sure.
200 years after aliens.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I feel like stuff like the ideas of religion will persist regardless because it is faith based. Because it is, I can believe. It is belief
No,
based.
I fully agree. Religions will be, but will those?
It might change its name. It might change its type. If they change Jesus to the whatever the first alien is that came down, if that thing could walk on water and heal people and even fit a similar narrative, there's gonna be some people like, oh, this is impossible, all that, and there's gonna be others of maybe I can imagine of a Christian sect being like, the Bible says that Jesus was supposed to return, right? This being has returned. It's doing these similar things, even if they're nowhere near exact. And a lot of Christians would be like, we're just going to move over and call ourselves a new Christian, neo-Christian, whatever.
I agree with that. But, so you're saying maybe.
It'll change.
Your
It'll be different, absolutely.
What about you, Coop? What do you think? Do you think it would really change?
Change like religion in general.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of the older religions would just dissipate, or do you think it would they would find a way to persevere through?
I feel like if we look at the book of Chariots of the Gods, how like they believe that like a lot of the stuff with like in the Bible was like alien experiences that so many years ago we couldn't comprehend, so we just automatically assumed that it was the gods or some higher power that is trying to contact us.
And what is this called? What?
Chariots of the Gods. Ancient aliens.
Oh, that's
so. It's like it's like based off of a book that was written in like the late '80s, early '90s, I think it is, called Chariots of God.
I've seen Ancient Aliens.
So my view is like sort of what you're saying. Like it will change religion like as soon as aliens come, but I feel like it might. How do I explain it? There might be like more things added to religion, if that makes sense. Like instead of like the view of like we're created in God's image, we might change it to like these creatures, or not creatures, I guess, these beings and us are also created in the image of whatever created the universe.
Okay, so you're thinking that it will modify existing religions, tweak it. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think what would happen is it would number one, I do agree with you, Brian, saying that there will be people who are just completely against and people who are 100% going to support. There's going to be a very big divide, a very big breaking point amongst most religions.
Yeah, it'll definitely change the world.
I think initially that's what would happen. And then the generations who are grown in that conflict will find a middle ground somewhere. And then that's where the future will start sitting, is in that middle ground. But I don't necessarily see older traditional religions falling, because I do think no matter what, you're going to then invalidate all of your ancestors before you. It's going to be hard for a lot of people to be like, yeah, no. my parents died, but they're like, they're just dead. They're like, you're gonna think that there's still an afterlife. You're gonna lean on the things that you're always familiar with, even if aliens come or not. And you're gonna teach that to your kids.
For sure.
And you're gonna keep passing those.
It's like the existence of aliens wouldn't change the existence of things like the afterlife, and Jesus and all that. It would just be there's more. Yeah. Right. I feel like it would hit that.
What if aliens come and they bring a new religion? Like
they probably would. I would think so.
I would imagine if they're
technically that's already happened.
annoyed.
Think about it. I mean, you have all these different civilizations who have essentially worshipped.
By the way, it's a random ghost voice talking.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, shout out Lanier.
Not a lot of space in the.
Get your head in. Get your head in.
What's up? It's me, just chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling like a villain.
Yeah. That's good. They finding a lot of stuff that's apparently just been long gone. One thing. They just said they found a pyramid in Antarctica.
Really?
And it just started. I mean, they can see it now on satellite because the ice is melted from it. And
really? Oh, I gotta look that up.
This hole that's been preserved for thousands of years.
That's terrifying.
Where there's underneath that hole is warm climate, grass, and all stuff like that.
No, they're doing a savage land. Yeah.
It says it's a natural formation though.
Oh, okay. Natural forming pyramids. That's cool.
That.
I'll take that. If it can happen on Mars, it can happen here. Naturally.
Stephen King movie?
It's already a Stephen King movie.
Was it The Strain? Not The Strain.
The one where like they go to Antarctica and they have the bacteria, the parasite.
Oh, what is that? Not Strain? All of Stephen King's follow similar.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember.
Like all this, like, crazy
I just
stuff.
have this Strain in my
It
head.
says it's a natural pyramid-like mountain.
I heard that.
They find it in pyramid-like mountains out.
When you look at it, it does look like a mountain.
Until somebody goes in there and sees, you don't know what ice is gonna do to. It's still a pyramid. I mean, but if you, it does. It looks like it's a pyramid structure. All right, I'll correct myself. They found a pyramid-like mountain in Antarctica. It might not be a real pyramid. Probably isn't, but somebody probably would have been in it already.
That would be dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I would like to see. It's really cool seeing that now as technology increases, as people are able to talk and communicate at rates never before, we're able to pass on this knowledge and have this level of communication. Because you're right, there probably have been so many gaps in stories.
Oh yeah.
But now we're able to piece full stories together, and with the digital age, we're able to like circumvent the government's influence.
You can't keep everything from
You
us.
can't. Now that everyone has a phone, everyone has a camera. It's like
technology. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. So we're gonna be bringing some more next week. More anime, more games, more stuff like this.
Yeah, I know we went on a tangent from anime and games, but hey, it was cool.
Other topics are good.
When aliens come around, y'all will be ready. Y'all will know all the know-how.
The thing, man, about isekais, these are the guidelines to how to survive abnormal situations.
Yeah. You'll never know when you're going to be a vending machine.
You never know. And if you become one, listen, I know what the freak I'm going to do if I become a vending machine now. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm decked out. I'm going to start producing the tastiest food. I'm going to up my magic. I'm going to turn into a sex doll and have people pay me so I can be a humanoid shape. I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be...
See, you should have watched the show. You would know what we're talking about.
I'm going to turn my vending machine dispenser into a cannon so I can shoot my product. Like, I'm going in.
Yep.
But this has been... you want to do it?
Yeah, so it's been fun, everyone. Nice seeing everyone. You can do our outro, which was
play games, meet people, have fun.
Deuces.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Everybody says y'all peeped the stream, saw a clip, all that stuff. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
And we'll be here next week, most likely. Yeah. 2-ish. Don't listen. Shit happens. 2-ish.
We're still figuring out shit.
Yeah. So. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday, man. Have a good one. Y'all want to say bye? Say something.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Connect. Y'all already know. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook,
hey,
Twitch.
You do it better than me.
Right.